Hello, ex-brothers and sisters. How are you? Um, I've been going back over the past. I found the old archives for the H2O website, which is the great granddaddy of all ex-Jehovah's websites. I posted under it back in the old days of dial-up internet, and it was brilliant fun. Helped me get out of the Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'll always be grateful to it for that. One of the guys who helped me was a man called Farkel. Now, Farkel's tragically died several years ago, but he was the undisputed king of that website, and he was so funny, so smart, and he could dissect the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I wanted to bring up a few things that he's written in the past, which I've done one video already, and this is another one, and it's one he wrote called The Jehovah's Witnesses versus Star Trek. Star Trek claimed to be fantasy, and in fact was fantasy. Jehovah's Witnesses claimed to be the sole truth on Earth, and are in fact fantasy. Star Trek had Spock, who solved problems with logic. Jehovah's Witnesses have a governing body who serve problems with bullshit. Star Trek had a pompous-ass charismatic leader whom everyone loved to watch rant and emote. Jehovah's Witnesses have 8 pompous-ass charismatic leaders who everyone hated to watch rant and emote. Captain Kirk was always saving his people from new disasters. Jehovah's Witness leaders are always leading their people into new disasters. Star Trek made money by giving its fans the stuff they wanted. Jehovah's Witnesses make money by charging its fans for stuff neither they nor anybody else wants. People had fun when Star Trek came on. People would rather have a root canal when meetings came on. Star Trek was all about making the cosmos a better place for all. Jehovah's Witnesses are all about making the cosmos a better place for a few, killing everyone else. People love to go to Star Trek conventions. People would rather be in an earthquake than go to a Jehovah's Witness convention. Star Trek had a transporter room. People in Jehovah's Witness meetings wish they had a transporter room. Star Trek had lots of insane villains. Jehovah's Witnesses had Judge Rutherford and Fred Franz. Same thing. Star Trek also had lots of good guys. Good guys are banished in the Jehovah's Witnesses. Star Trek had the Klingons who spoke a bizarre language. The Watchtower Society had Fred Franz, who spoke an even more bizarre language. Star Trek had all sorts of devices which could cure most medical problems, but of course they were science fiction. Jehovah's Witnesses had the electronic radio Biola, which is sold and said could cure almost any medical problem. But of course that was science fiction. Star Trek had floppy disks, computers you could talk to, and flat screen monitors, all of which were 50 years ahead of their time. Jehovah's Witnesses had vaccines, which they called filthy animal pus, human hearts, which were the seat of all emotions, organ transplants, which were cannibalistic, human personalities, which were also transferred with blood transfusions, and black people turning right by reading their literature, all of which were 100 years behind the times. If you missed a few Star Trek episodes in a row, nobody bothered you. If you missed a few meetings in a row, you're in deep shit. Star Trek TV shows and movies are still played to this day, even after 47 years. Watchtower Society dramas never even play a second time. They were bad enough the first time. You won't be punished if you don't believe Star Trek is the fantasy it claims to be. You will be slaughtered and dead for all eternity if you believe the Watchtower is the fantasy it claims not to be. Star Trek brought all sorts of cultures together in peace and harmony. Watchtower Society destroys all sorts of families in hate and disharmony. It's no wonder so many Jehovah's Witnesses are big fans of Star Trek. Guys, that was just a taste of the mighty Farkel. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be looking for more of his work soon and putting it on. Thank you very much.